Hello there YouTube, Tommy here bringing you a gameplay against a guy called CynicalSalad. And it doesn't take a genius to work out what's going on with his team there. We got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme team. I thought that was pretty cool. Probably the first kind of theme team I've actually been up against, but I brought along a few random things. I think Vileplume and Sandshrew are kind of the defensive core, and then Mischievous is there just as kind of the all-purpose backup kind of trolling Pokemon. And the others are just kind of experimental ones, really. I mean, Swanna was the one I really wanted to use, but we'll see how it goes. Actually, I did look at his team and think that, for the majority of them, Swanna is going to be the one who does the most damage. Now, he's going to lead with his Master Splinter, the Raticate. I think Raticate's like the... well, Splinter's like the character who trains them in the anime or whatever. I've only ever seen like one video of Teenage Mutant Hero or Ninja Turtles, whatever you call it. And he was like the rat that trains them or something. Kind of looks like Shrew Manchu, but yeah, I'm not too knowledgeable in the whole series, so if I get some references wrong, then my bad. Now, I'm going to go ahead and switch out to El Bendito here, figuring he might want to go back to his Raticate to take the burn, Will-O-Wisp from the Mischievous. That doesn't happen, so I'm just going to do what El Bendito does best and just explode. I was hoping to get up some spikes, but that's not going to happen. Just going to go ahead and take out a big chunk of damage on this Torterra because, you know, an Earthquake from this thing would kill me, especially after the weak armor drop. I think I'm like max HP, max speed or something. He actually goes for Stone Edge, so maybe I would have lived that, but wasn't going to take the risk, just going to explode on this guy. It nearly takes him out, which I thought was pretty damn impressive, but going to go into Stantler here just to revenge kill him, go for the Life Orb Retaliate. I don't know if Retaliate actually counts if you kill yourself, but either way, that's going to take him down. Now, in comes Sork. I honestly have no idea who Casey Jones is. I assume he's some kind of extra character in the series, but not from the one I've seen. Now, I'm going to go to Sandshrew here, figuring, well, I have Mischievous, so he can't really go for Earthquake or Close Combat, or if he does, he's going to risk it. So I figure, take the Stone Edge, Sandshrew can take it. Now, I'm really glad I knocked off his Burn Orb here, because a Raticate with Facade and the Burn and Guts can do a hell of a lot of damage. I'm actually really glad to see someone else using Raticate, because I've used it in maybe, what, 4 or 5 games, and pretty much every time it's been one of the key players. It's pretty damn powerful. You give that thing Facade, Sucker Punch, Pursuit, and I guess either Protect or... what else have I got on mine? U-Turn, I think. Makes it a pretty damn good thing. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go to Vileplume here, figuring he'd go for a Scald. He actually goes for Toxic, so I guess that works out equally well. Now, interestingly, his only attacking move, it seems to be Ice Punch, and I'm not really sure why. I go to Mischievous just thinking he might want to go for a Rapid Spin, but turns out he's just interested in trying to get the freeze, I guess, on my Mischievous. So I'm going to taunt him here just so he can't get off another Toxic or whatever. And I'm going to go ahead and switch into Swanna here, because if he does want to keep going for Ice Punch, I can take him reasonably well. And if he does go for Scald, that won't do too much either, so it seems a pretty safe switch at the time. Now, I'm going to get the Rain here just because this Swanna pretty much relies on having the Rain up. I think this might be the first time I've ever actually used Weather in a battle, but yeah, this Swanna set is just, you know, a self-setup kind of thing. You've got Hurricane, you've got Surf, you've got Rain Dance, and Hidden Power, I think? Probably Ground, maybe Grass. Not entirely sure. No, Ice Beam. I think it's Ice Beam. Coverage is a little bit unnecessary when you've already got Hurricane and Surf, but to be honest, Ice Beam never gets used. I just kind of put it there because I like having Ice Beam. Especially for stuff like Altaria. Now, in comes Sork. He still has the Choice Scarf, so I'm never going to outspeed him. Just going to go ahead and go to Shrew Manchu, take the Stone Edge, and I kind of questioned this next move here because he stays in. I go for an Earthquake just to get some damage on him, but I feel like had he switched out there and preserved his Choice Scarf, because I'm going to knock it off in a second, his Sork would have been a lot more of a threat to my team, but well, I guess I had like, you know, Swanna and Mischievous to avoid the Earthquake, Mischievous to avoid the Close Combat, and Sandshrew to, you know, pretty much sponge the Stone Edge, so I guess he kind of stayed in there just because he wanted to free up his moves, basically, so he can just keep switching between them. Because to be honest, Sork probably does outspeed my entire team, barring Swanna here, who actually has pretty damn good base speed. I got one more turn of rain, so I may as well go for a hurricane. That's ridiculous overkill on a Sork from that kind of range with -1 defense. So I'm going to go ahead and take him out as the rain stops there. Now, Raticate comes in. I know Raticate loves to go for Sucker Punch, and I didn't think it would kill, but I figured I may as well get up the rain just because, you know, it's going to help me out with his other Pokemon. Now, had he gone for Facade twice in a row, or whatever other move he has, maybe Return. I don't think I've seen Pursuit, so he might have that. I mean, he might have killed me with a couple of attacks, but regardless, he goes for another Sucker Punch. That does do a lot of damage to me, but just about going to live it. Kill him off with a Surf, which is great. Now Wartortle comes in. I have knocked off his Eviolite, so I was kind of thinking I might actually kill him with this, but he actually takes it really well. Wartortle, you are an absolute beast of a bulky Pokemon. I've used it a couple of times, and it's a pretty damn good Rapid Spinner in the NU tier. Now I'm just going to finish him off with a Hurricane here. I absolutely love Hurricane. That animation and, you know, just the satisfaction of using it on a Swanna. It's pretty good. Now in comes Torkoal. Definitely not going to appreciate a Surf, and I believe this might be his last one. We'll soon see in a sec. Gonna Surf him. Torkoal's been physically defensive. Never gonna take a Surf. A rain boosted Surf, might I add. I think Surf actually does more in the rain than Hurricane does, but yep, anyways, that was a great game. Actually, Ice Beam would have been great for Torterra now that I think about it. But yeah, really great game. Really interesting theme team going on there, and definitely enjoyable. Glad I got to try out Swanna for a change. If you guys enjoyed, don't forget to leave a like rating, and with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.